Yeah, we back at it. Lab Chronicles, piece of red alert. We here to put in work. I almost forgot that slogan part, so I have to throw it in at the end. But we here, it's yours truly, Slang Hugh, co-host and co-brethren, riding along with my boys. With me, introduce yourself.
DJ Finn, a.k.a. Blood Clot, the mechanic, Father Finn. You know how it goes.
I thought it was a.k.a. Blood Clot.
Don't try to kill me with that name.
I got too many a.k.a.
Too many a.k.a. SP Snooze, a.k.a. Snoozilla in the house as well.
So we here, and we definitely, it's another week where we got a legend in the building.
Sure.
We have a direct legend in the building. I got so many questions for you, bro. We got the Rexdale, which I gotta ask you about that.
Yeah.
We got former member of Ghetto Concept, legendary MC Infinite in the building.
No doubt.
How you doing, bro?
Well, we blessed, you know what I mean? It's good to be here, you know, supporting the thing, you know what I mean?
Good things. So first question we asked.
Yes.
What were you listening to on your way down?
On my way here in the whip,
Yeah.
I was listening to Lil Durk. Yeah.
Chirac.
Album or certain?
The album.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever listened to a little bit more than one single, maybe.
Yeah, you need to take in that album.
What's it called? What's that one called?
In the Streets.
Is it new?
Yeah, but it's not new, but like it came out like the end of 2018.
Okay.
But it's bumping.
No, I like Lil Durk.
Yeah.
I haven't really listened to it in a minute.
Yeah.
Part of this, and now I have something to listen to.
Exactly. Well, the rest of the men have to answer the questions. But Finn, what are you listening
What was I listening to? I was listening to, what's it called? Future Wave gave me a preview of the Mooch, Future Wave and Mooch project.
Oh, they were probably nasty.
That shit's dirty.
I already know Future Wave moves with his things.
That shit's crazy.
It's to be expected. Snooze?
I took it back. I was listening to Pete Rock's old project, I guess. Return of the SP 1200.
I've been meaning to
Was it
listen
a
to
beat
that
tape?
too.
Yeah, it's a beat tape. And,
it?
I don't know the real story behind it. I don't know if they were older beats that he just brought back and polished over again. But it sounds good, man. It sounds good. Like,
Does it sound like
It sounds-
SP 1200 beats?
no, it doesn't. It's because of the sound quality of the stuff itself. It doesn't sound like it came straight from the SP 1200. But
Okay.
the vibe of the tape is the main ingredient. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
that's
Like,
what I meant.
Yeah,
It
so
feels like back in the day.
Yeah, but
Of
surprisingly,
course,
the
P-Rock.
drums hit harder and all that type of stuff. It's a good project to listen to, and it's not long either. So it's
I think
car ride
how many
music.
songs are on it?
I think 15.
Okay, not bad.
think
Don't
15.
mash up this place, man.
I think it's got 15. But yeah, it's good stuff. I listened to that, and right when I pulled in, it was back to Currency Pilot Talk.
See.
So,
Well, me personally, I was listening to Infinitemc music in anticipation of the interview. Mostly like the old classics.
Yeah, the old classics.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I just Gotta Get Mine, 360 Degrees.
Okay.
There's another tune that I was going to ask you about. And see, we're just talking about Herb's memory.
that's,
Just slap.
You need to listen to Sign to the Streets 3. Everybody need to go take
That's
that
brand
in,
new?
man. That's the same Lil Durk I was telling you about. You'll have you on that wave for a bit, like,
See,
you know what I mean?
Sign to
Every
the
time you
Streets.
jump in your whip, trust me, it's gonna be something to put on. Yeah,
I might take that in.
Yeah.
Take that in.
some driving music.
So let's get into it, man. You got a bunch of questions to ask for you. You definitely. How did you get started
Well,
in music? I'm not even asking in rapping.
Yeah.
How did you start the love for music?
the love for music. Well, I had two brothers growing up in the household with me, right? Older, both of them. And my oldest brother, he is 5 years older than me. Shout out to Kane. And anything Kane was doing, it just seemed cool at the time because we was in grade school when Kane was putting us on to music. You know, we were like old school kids, not supposed to know what these stuff was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew about Roxanne Shante and UTFO and all these other artists that.
Got you in early.
Yeah, like, so we was like that old school baby, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Kane is the one who put me on to that, you know. Even my mom, she used to listen to disco around the house, you know what I mean? And my grandfather, it just goes down the line. My uncle collected records, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we had the love in the bloodline for music from way back.
So you were born in Toronto, right?
I was born in Toronto, yeah.
And your parents Jamaican?
Yeah, my brother, my parents, my brother was born in Jamaica, and then they came here by the time me and Squigs was born, you know?
Seen.
Yeah.
Seen. So then now, transition, how did you get into rapping in particular?
So Kane was rapping, doing his thing, and I thought Kane was the sickest rapper. I thought he was the sickest rapper, like, you know?
Your older brother, your older siblings are always the best at everything before you can get there.
Grilled cheese? Yo, that guy made the best grilled cheese. Man, ain't even telling me nothing, yo.
See, but the thing is, Kane was he was good. He was good, so I think that helped me develop my craft because he set the bar. You know, Kane was in the studio doing his thing, you know what I mean? They had a group.
Oh, so he was recording and
He was recording, he was in the studio.
Okay.
So it wasn't like a joke thing. He was like doing his thing. He was talented, right?
That's good.
So that just made me write my first rap when I was in like grade 6, grade 7. Yeah. Battling guys in the bathroom in Smithfield. You know what I'm saying?
I think I might have wrote a bar when I was like grade 7, grade 8 still. I might have still.
I literally started rapping in grade 6.
You see what I'm saying?
Literally. Yeah.
I guess that's why I didn't start rapping. I wrote my first rhyme in grade 9.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, grade 6.
And that was only because everybody else was rhyming. I was like, yo, I gotta get in. And then I was like, I gotta get out. straight into the beats from there.
Literally, strange story. We have Infinite, me and you have a slight connection that you probably don't even know.
Yeah.
I started rapping because Dolo used to go to my middle school.
Yeah.
When I was in grade 6, he was like grade 8, I think. Something like that.
Yeah.
And he and these other, the older kids was rapping.
Yeah.
And it was cool. So
Right.
me and the next youth, Richie Watts, shout out Richie. Richie's a big dancehall DJ now. And we started our group Playboy 4.
Okay.
With 2 people?
We were having a time. That's all. But we were just
It's like D12.
biting other man's rhymes.
Yes.
That's all we were doing.
It's like
Biting
D12.
other man's rhymes. But yeah, fast forward. So you started writing your raps and battling grade 6, 7, them weird.
Yeah.
And how that transition into bigger things.
So rapping, grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, going into grade 9, I met Quadro. You know, so grade 9, that's when me and Quadro meet up. I seen him rapping on Rap City one day, you know what I'm saying? So when I went to school, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the youth that, you know, that was rapping, representing Rexdale. So that's how me and Quadro met when I went to Marion Academy. You know? Yeah. Shout out Quadro. And then, then we started just clicking and we started doing raps for our school assemblies. We opened up our assemblies, we started doing things together like that. And
so at this time, Ghetto Concept was already going in with their thing?
Ghetto Concept wasn't formed yet.
Not yet, okay.
Nah.
Okay.
It was just about to be formed, like probably a year or 2 after that. Probably a year after that. Okay. Yeah. So for that, I never joined when Ghetto Concept formed yet. Though.
Yes.
Yeah. So Quadro them, they said, basically, I remember like me and Quadro, we used to hang, like me and Quadro in particular, me and Quadro used to go on the road, do whatever, and then he used to go to the States and do shows here and there, and I'm like, yo, I want to roll. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then I remember they just fired a DJ or something, and I'm like, yo, I'll put the needle on the record. Like, I'm not a DJ, you know what I'm saying? So
you'll get that work.
Yeah, I could do a 1 scratch. So he goes, yo, we have a show. You wanna roll? Like, you know? So I put the needle on the record and did my thing. Like, but I could scratch.
So you didn't really know how to mix or nothing like that?
No, I could mix a little because Kane, remember, Kane
laid the foundation.
Set me up for this situation. Like, so I knew how to blend a little, but I wasn't like no cut master.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day, every man dabbled with DJs.
Yeah.
Back in the day, every man dabbled in everything.
Yeah.
All the elements.
The whole culture. Yep. Like, you didn't just take a piece of it. You took
You know what it is? if you were in front of a record player and you seen a man scratch in a video, you want to try to scratch too. You see what I'm saying?
Sometimes Juice came out and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when man had this set right beside his bed.
Just roll up and
I used to always want that.
Yeah.
So you started as a DJ, which a lot of people don't know that.
Okay, so I started as the DJ. So me and Quad used to rap.
Right.
But when I went on the road with Ghetto Concept for our first show, I was there to put the needle on the record. While we were practicing one day, I must have spit something. Quadra knew I could rap, but I spit something, and everybody else's reaction was like, yo, you need to spit that in the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I ended up spitting on Easy on Emotion.
love that.
You see what I'm saying?
Heavy tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I'm not, again, while you're here, I did this with Agile too. But while you're here, no disrespect to Ghetto Concept, but when I heard Easy on Emotion and I heard your verse, I was like, yo, I gotta step my bars up. Yo, this guy, who's this guy? Where did this guy come from?
And that's live and direct truth because I went to his house and he played it.
Yeah.
And he's like, this guy.
Yeah, man.
And then I was like, because at the time when I was growing up, I had like the big 10-foot satellite dish in my house. So
Yo
I
MTV
had
Raps.
I had Yo MTV Raps. I had BET Rap City. I had all that type of stuff. So usually people would put me on. I put people's stuff onto that type of stuff because I had access to it back when they used to actually show videos back in the day. You know what I mean?
That's what you're saying.
But when he showed me that, I was like, okay. And like I said, like I rapped for a second.
Yeah.
There's reasons like that. That I was like, I'm going to make beats because
Who made that beat?
Grassroots made that beat.
It's Attic, right?
Attic.
That's one of the.
Yo,
that's one
Howard.
Of the
Beats heavy.
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 All the Grassroots, man. Shout out to Grassroots, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That horn in that beat, like
Shout out King Note too.
Yeah, that when I heard that beat and everybody on it, it gave me, I don't want to say a full native tongue vibe, but the use of the horns and the way it was full right on the beat, like I was like, that is exactly what I was looking for.
I think directly that was started a certain Toronto sound. That at least Grassroots was heavy influential in what the Toronto sound was.
Yeah,
at that time.
yeah,
I think almost everybody sounded or aspired to sound.
No
like
doubt, I
Grassroots.
agree. Yeah,
Especially that song was probably one of the biggest songs at the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
So bring me to a next question.
yeah.
How do you? I'm jumping. We're gonna jump back and forth.
Yeah.
How do you pick your beats?
How do we pick beats?
Yeah.
Like right
Or
now.
even right now, how do you pick your beats up? What makes
Honestly,
you,
if something doesn't catch me right away, I'm thinking if it's gonna catch you right away.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't catch me right away, I'm thinking about you guys. Like, okay, if it doesn't catch you right away, then
It's not gonna
next.
catch him.
yeah,
That's how I pick my beats.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So give me a rough idea. How many seconds does it have to play before you're like, yeah?
When the drums come in.
Okay.
Yeah. So at least the intro, I'm like, okay, sounds. I hope that I'm like. Sometimes I'm like, yo,
I know.
this sounds
Fingers
wicked.
crossed.
Yeah.
You're hoping that it goes in from that point.
You know those ones? Yeah.
So it's like, oh, damn.
Like for spite one time,
Drum pattern, bro.
like even when I used to play beats for these guys, for spite, sometimes I just only play a kick snare and then drop the drums again. So they'll have to wait a little bit longer again. It's like, hold on, he ain't fooling around. He's a real thing coming in next.
For real.
That's how it went from there.
For real.
So and again, back up now. So you did the rehearsal for the show. So now everybody's like, yeah. So you're then on Easy in the Motion.
So yeah, we just because it's our show, we have control of whatever we want to do.
Right.
And I spit after Quadro's verse. It was actually the chorus, and then I come in.
Right.
Right. And then Quadro comes back in. Then you don't know whatever. Dolo comes back.
Yeah.
So we messed with it, and the reaction that we keep getting when I spit on it, because everybody knew Quadro and Dolo were already ill.
Yeah.
So the thing was when we did a show in Orlando at Jack the Rapper.
See.
Okay.
Yo, that's the real test. Like because you got mere people in the crowd, but they're not
Normal
fans.
people. Celebs.
It's like Diddy, Snoop, Suge, Corrupt. Wow. Like all these guys, like SWV, Mary J. Blige.
Pressure.
So, this is me just coming into the thing, and I'm like getting butterflies. I'm seeing SWV and all these other people just waiting for you to
So
spit.
what is this, like your first show or
This was my first big show.
big show?
Okay.
So I did the one in Toronto, but then this was like still early.
Yeah.
Still had the butterflies.
That's crazy.
But yo, let me tell you something. After that, I never had butterflies ever again, eh?
Well, you wouldn't need to.
You see what I'm saying?
Trial by inferno, much
Never.
less fire. You know?
See,
Never.
That's
and,
crazy.
And then when I spit that verse on Easy on the Motion, I got the certification. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
everybody was giving it beer props in the crowd. I thought I heard Puffy, all of them saying, yeah, yeah. So that
See.
even boosts you even more.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So at that point you knew you're ready.
I just knew like, yo, what? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now I know what
Nobody
they
can
like.
talk to me
I know what
again.
they like. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I thought no one could talk to me after that. Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
that
you,
kind
man.
of feeling, like, you know.
So did you know when you guys were recording Easy on the Motion? Did you know it was gonna be what it became?
As big as it
Yeah.
became.
Because isn't that
I
like
didn't
the
know.
first song Toronto played on BET?
That's
I
the
don't know.
first group.
First group.
Maestro
Okay,
video
Maestro.
got played
Oh,
with
it is.
Showbiz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's a
That
solo
makes
artist,
sense.
but the first group to get played
Okay,
on
see.
BET was us. That Easy on the
Yeah,
Motion.
makes sense. And then that's the first all Canadian production song.
top to bottom.
lyrics,
Okay.
top to bottom.
Yes, yes, yes.
Dope. That's crazy.
That's a good fact.
So yeah, did you guys know? Did you have that feeling?
Did it feel like it was gonna go from the time you just left the movie?
You know what? We were recording different songs. So we were in our zone, like that's our sound. So we didn't know how big it was gonna be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Or
mean?
which one would take
Could've
off?
been
It's just,
anyone.
You know,
Yeah.
all of them are hot.
I liked Easy on the Motion a lot, but I didn't realize. I don't know if any of us realized it was gonna go that far. Like
Same.
we didn't expect a Juno.
Yeah.
We weren't thinking like, okay, yeah, this is a Juno. We weren't thinking that. Yeah.
I don't think Canadian artists think that today.
Yo, okay.
I'm making this tune for a Juno. I don't think no man thinks that.
Yo, I'm telling you, when we walked into Juno,
Yeah.
we were late for the Junos. So we were supposed to be seated, and everybody's in their suits. Everybody dressed up nice. And then you see three niggas coming here with camouflage army gear, hoodie up. Yo,
Name Ghetto Concept.
yeah. Yo, then
jokes.
they have to
Live
get
up
a
to your
table
name.
for us.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
They have to get a table for us with some chairs, you know,
Damn.
because they're like, okay, so we're standing in the thing, standing up with the hoodies on or whatever. We're young, you know, we're not professional yet, you know what I'm saying? While they're getting the table and the chairs, we hear the nominations for the best rap category. And this is the exact same timing I'm telling you, you know. We're standing
Seriously?
waiting for them to get our table. We just got here 5 minutes ago. Yo,
You almost missed it.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So they're like, the rap categories is, and then they named off a couple groups, and then they said Ghetto Concept, and then they named someone else. And then they said, and the winner is Ghetto Concept. Then we looked at each other like, what? We didn't even bother to sit down. You know what I'm saying?
Go grab
We just
your
went
table.
straight to the stage.
And what year was that?
That was 95.
95.
Yeah. That was
You see
95.
that? It's not today we're getting success. We've been getting success. We just
Yeah.
said that they were the first group from Canada to be played on BT.
Yeah.
And that's 94, 95, them
US
times.
airwaves.
Yeah, so it's not today. We have a healthy history.
Yeah.
Trust me.
But
So-
the video came out in 95, so that's when
Oh.
BT and everybody,
Caught on.
yeah, that's when they seen it. Actually, that's
So
when the
you
video.
guys won that Juno without a video? Basically?
Yeah.
Damn.
Sure.
That's even more.
Yeah, because
than-
remember
That's a
radio,
footwork.
hip hop radio, like DJ
Actually-
X and them on there.
Actually, let me make a correction though. The song that we won for was Certified.
Ah, yes.
And
yes,
that
yes,
was
yes,
95.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
okay.
So we won for Easy on the Motion
96.
in 96, the following year.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
So we won it with a
Certified
video.
didn't even have a video.
Certified never had a video.
So that's still
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so and then, okay, so you win the Juno.
Mm-hmm.
You guys you win 2 Junos. You're doing shows, doing songs, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Then you leave the group.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Okay, so leaving the group it was a thing where it's like you got a family and with different brothers and cousins, and you guys are arguing and fighting. So it was like brothers, more or less like brothers fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't no thing where we got into situation where we hated each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It was just that I was going through something different because I lost my brother and I was just mad at the world. I think that's what made me say, at one point I said, fuck music.
Yeah.
You know? But then,
do it.
yeah.
Makes sense.
So then,
That's Kane.
this is, no, Squiggly.
Squiggly. Okay.
Yeah, Kane's still here. Kane's my manager.
Oh, scene. My bad. My
Yeah,
bad. Kane don't want to put that on you. My
yeah,
bad.
yeah, you know?
R.I.P.
Bless kid.
Squig.
But yo, that's when Squigs dropped out. And Squigs said to me, if you do a solo project, I'll put money into you. You know, because Squigs was heavy in the streets. He had money. He wanted to invest in my music.
Right.
So at the time that was going on, he seen the success with Easy on the Motion, Junos and all that. Boom. Later on that year, he dropped out. And I said, forget this music stuff.
Right.
And then that's when I started my solo career, man.
Scene.
I did
So
it
what
for
brought
him.
you back?
When I said forget that?
Yeah, from
so
that.
I said forget it, but then I was still doing Ghetto Concept stuff.
Scene.
Much Love, you know, a few others after that, but then I was just like, nah, man, you know, like the vibe, the energy was totally off. I was going through stuff that my brothers weren't going through,
Right.
and I just needed my own space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Your own thing.
Yeah.
That's what
So that's how I end up doing that first solo project. Got to Get Mine.
See.
Yeah.
So when you went solo, was there like I'm gonna do this on my own? Like, damn. Was there any hesitation, any fear even?
No.
'Cause I know we grew up together,
Yeah.
so we were in a group, and then he stopped rapping, like he said,
Yeah.
and next man moved, blah blah. So I went solo,
Yeah.
and I really right away I realized now I gotta write 3 verses.
Yeah.
I don't, it's not just one,
Yeah.
and that in itself was a test. So
Yeah.
did you have that type of feeling? Those type of things?
It was definitely more work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
Because instead of spitting 12 bars or 16,
Yep.
you got to spit
Yeah,
triple.
right.
That,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
But I didn't have fear doing it. I just had to take my time.
Right.
And I felt like I could do my own thing, how I wanted to sound. You know, Ghetto Concept prepared me and got me prepared for Infinite. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Seen.
And it taught me how to work with people.
Scene.
You know what I'm saying? But then when it's time to go by yourself, it's like it was polishing me up to be a solo artist.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
So
what it did.
did you find not being in a group allowed you to be a little more creative? Did you find that you were able to spread yourself further out, or was it like, you know, almost paralysis by analysis? You have so many things that you could say. How could you just nail that down into what you actually wanted to put
Yeah,
on a record?
yeah, I think, I get what you're asking me. It made me more in control of everything.
Okay.
The beats, the topics. But I mean, the topics were the same
Yeah.
because we were in the same, but I was saying more that I probably wouldn't have said in the group because maybe,
you have more time to say what you need to say.
yes.
Gotcha.
And maybe the group probably felt there was some stuff because we're young.
Yeah.
And maybe I was angry.
Right.
So I was saying stuff that maybe you probably don't think I should say.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So I was more reckless as a younger Infinite
Right,
than I
right.
am now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear you saying.
So,
Yeah, certain details.
yes.
And, yeah.
But I was still a smart Infinite.
Yeah.
Always smart.
Because I can't lie to you, dog. I was listening. What song was it? Was it 360? A couple of your songs, though. 360 is one of them, and the storytelling is vivid.
Yeah.
So yo, even me, I'm thinking, yo, is this? Is this especially now? Like back in the day, I probably wasn't thinking that.
Yeah.
Back in the day, everybody's rapping.
Yeah.
So, but now I'm like, yo, is this really happening with this guy?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
really
yeah.
going on? So you're a storyteller a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
In your,
Yeah.
Do you pride yourself on telling stories in the lyrics?
You know what? I try to touch it. I try to touch base on it. And basically, they keep saying that Infinite is one of the top storytellers out of our city, our country.
I agree.
I try to exercise it because of that. You know what I mean? Because I know how to do it, right?
Yeah,
Right.
So that's what talent that I have that I want to show.
Definitely.
So I do definitely touch base with that more time. You know what I'm saying?
See.
Yeah.
Who produced on the first album? Who the
On my stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, K Cut, Golden Boy
Okay.
from Main Source.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who he did the whole joint? He did the whole album.
He did most of it, and I did the rest.
So the one with the big single, you
Gotta Get Mine.
Gotta Get Mine. Who did that beat?
He did
K-Cut?
that. He did it.
I
Not
never
K
did-
Cut. K Cut.
K Cut. I know.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
K
yeah.
Cut. He's a DJ
Yeah,
from Main
yeah,
Source.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he made that.
either,
beat.
actually. I was thinking somebody else made that for some reason.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man, big up
True.
K-Cut. I'm gonna see if I can get K-Cut on the show.
Yeah. He's
Shout out K-Cut, man. Golden boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another thing I think a lot of people know, and you just said that, you produce.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
So,
So you've been producing from, is that when you started producing when you went solo?
I started making beats when I was in Ghetto Concept,
Scene.
but just doing my own thing. That's when it all started.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We would go back and forth from Toronto to New York. I was making beats over there. You know what I'm saying? So.
Did you guys
Developing.
record on any when you were in Concept? Any of your beats?
No,
Did you
I
guys
didn't.
use
I
them?
didn't put none of my stuff out there.
See.
Like not yet.
Right.
But I mean, we had material that I had before I came out of the group. We were supposed to do one of my instrumentals that I produced in New York. Yeah, it was like we're on that wave where I remember that Mobb Deep wave and that whole. You know what I'm saying? But we were staying in Queens
Scene.
at this house, the studio, and then basically we had an outage in the whole area in Queens, and one of my boys went to the store, I think the dollar store or something, and he got some candles, right? And he placed them all around, one on the speaker, one on that speaker, one on the table, one on the thing. We was just vibing, chilling, drinking, smoking, whatever. All of a sudden we just were like this, and we just woke up, and the place was on fire.
Oh, whoa.
Yo,
I didn't expect that at all.
Yo, like he's a storyteller. Did you see? Did you notice he brought the cadence down? We're all like, listen, and then he's like, fire! All right.
Yo.
See what you're working with.
Blaze was on fire, bro.
Damn, man.
Me and my boy Blaze. Shout out my boy Blaze, bro. Yo,
You should have saw that coming.
Oh, fully.
You guys should have saw that coming.
yo,
Oh, my goodness.
yo, Blaze is right where my boy's standing, and the speaker is like where the wall is, and Blaze is right there. I'm right here, and everybody's knocked out on the floor, like just Oh, I don't know how I woke up, and then I seen the Blaze. I seen my boy wake up. We both seen it at the same time. We got up. We're like, yo, and
A
then,
serious fire though?
yo,
Like, or
yo.
You have to leave or you put it out.
Yo, my boy.
If you have to leave, it's a big one.
My boy, so Blaze ran into the kitchen and got water and went boom.
save the place.
Chemical fire, bro. It spread.
Oh
You
shit!
guys, said, you guys are
Spread.
spitting hot fire
Yeah.
them
So
times.
we got up
Crazy.
and we said, you know
Oil
what? Let's get the fuck out of here, bro. We tried. So we ran down the stairs because it's like one of them
The brown
units over the stores, like you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. No
but
fire
everywhere's
escape.
locked down.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
lit.
yeah.
Ran down the stairs, ran outside. I'm outside. I'm like, yo, damn. And I'm looking outside. I'm like, where's Quadro? Like, like, yo, I ran.
You're doing your head count.
You said he didn't wake up. He didn't wake up the whole time.
Yo, I ran back in the house to wake up Quadro. Quadro's in the next room in the back sleeping, bro.
Holy shit.
And the fire was spreading. So I ran back in the house. I said, yo, niggas are still sleeping.
Damn, bro.
I woke up, yo, fire. Nigga got up and we ran outside.
By the graces of God, yo.
And the mixing board, everything burned up material. My boy's album, shout out Shabar. His album, all their albums, Population Click, their album burnt up. All their
shit,
beats,
'cause
all
it's
their
all like-
everything.
I'd cry big donkey
So the
tears.
whole place burned down,
So
basically. that room.
the studio part,
Yeah.
burnt down and it stopped the kitchen. Okay, so the studio, you have the studio, then the kitchen, and then the bedroom
Seen.
where Quadrant were.
Right.
That didn't get touched yet. Like, it stopped right before that. Like the kitchen got it a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, and then enough for us to go in and get the Quadro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So to answer your question, we didn't do nothing over my beats. You know what I'm saying?
It was too hot.
It was too fire.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
The fire beats is what it really
Yeah.
was. Damn, that's great. So
Yeah.
you've been producing for a long time. So you still
Yeah.
produce?
Yeah.
What do you use?
I got an MPC studio.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But my son produces too.
Yeah.
He uses like Fruity Loops.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got another son that uses MPC Studio too. So like we got a
Legacy.
whole little a little team coming, you know.
That's great.
But yeah,
So have you recorded over your son's beats?
not yet.
Yet?
I got some stuff that I want to record over it though.
See.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
real dope.
Yeah,
real.
I mean, I put some stuff out though
Mm.
over my stuff. Like one day, I produced one day. I did a video for one day, like stuff
One
like
day
that.
is the tune I'm talking about. That's the next tune I was talking about.
Wise Guys, I produced that.
Serious,
And me,
nice.
Quadro produced most of our stuff too, apart
in
from Attic and them.
Yeah.
Quadro had his hands in like Much Love and UL Style, and you know, I'd give Quadro one, two little ideas to add, but I give him the credit. I give
Right.
Quadro all that credit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I give Quadro all that credit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
am so bad with song names. There's a track that you did which sampled like the producer who got me interested in producing, Teddy Riley.
Okay.
I can't
360.
remember. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I
I was
like. That was Golden Boy that produced that.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
when I heard that, I was like, because this is before I think I had my equipment, and I heard the way they flowed, and I was like,
Yeah,
That's what I like, right? Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah.
yeah, I was like,
I noticed that, like especially the older stuff. A lot of the beat choices are soulful feeling. There's that soul feeling. Do you still gravitate to the soul sounding rhythms, or are you more in a new realm of the trap vibe, or both?
a little mixture of both. Like Untold, it's a mixture of both.
Scene.
You know, it's a mixture of both of them. So it's still kind of on that vibe, but has that trap vibe to it. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Yeah.
So do you have a certain set of producers that you work with? Or you kind of
I'm open to working with anybody, man. As long as it's fire,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
rightfully so.
You got about 800 beats in the room right now,
hi.
Yo,
That little?
if not more.
beer beats.
For sure.
Yeah.
Beat to the dog over here, man. Like everything.
So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go into the top 5. So we do every week. We do a top 5. This week, somebody else announced it because I never remember it after I already said it.
Top 5 rappers that came from a group, right?
That's it.
Or even in the group still. They can still be in the
Yeah,
group,
they
but
can
you
still be in
like
the
them more than the rest of the random in the group.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
And just to make it tricky, I'm
You have to
saying
make it tricky though.
got it, because everybody could find somebody. No duos.
No, you have to. You have to.
No duo.
have to.
A duo is not a group.
Of course it is. Yeah, it is.
now.
If no, you guys are supposed
No,
to.
it has to be.
It's a group of
We
people.
have, you know, there's not that. There's way more duos to pick from. That's why.
No,
That's exactly why.
No, duos have to.
Yeah, we have to make it.
No.
All right.
Because then
You don't
I
have
to
nothing.
revamp-
Oh, this
I
guy.
wouldn't have nothing. They have to revamp the whole thing.
All right.
Top 5 favorite rappers in or used to be in a group. That's what we're dealing with, right?
All right.
We do it shot for shot. So every man pick one and we go around the room till we reach 5. Each one of us reach 5. Who wants to go first? Flip the coin.
Infinite, go first. What's
Yeah,
your
guess
you
Yes,
have
first.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, I'm gonna drop for Corrupt. Yeah, I'm gonna drop for
That's
Corrupt.
We're just
before you came.
Yeah.
Before you came in.
Yeah.
Corrupt was heavy.
Corrupt.
You know, I gotta go with 3 Stacks.
Oh, this guy.
This
3
is
Stacks.
I'll try to help you.
I don't know more. You don't have to explain that.
Yeah, there's nothing to explain.
Did you hear that verse off
I still haven't heard it.
Of the Anderson Pack, on the Anderson
Yeah,
Pack.
Yes.
crazy though. I heard
That
it's
guy's an alien, bro.
Dude, like, that
if
is
he
the
just
first of
put
the
out
year for me.
one full rap album
Nah.
solo, he'd be my favorite rapper all time.
Yeah.
I almost guarantee it.
Yeah, that
That's
verse,
one.
you have to take in that verse, like, it's,
Tough.
yeah.
I'm gonna pick Eric Sherman.
Eric Sermon.
Eric Sherman, basically because he's a 2-trick pony.
Yeah.
Raps and produces.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very well.
And he was I liked him better in EPMD still.
Yeah, definitely.
Me too.
Paris was nice, but
But you know what? I will say this though. I didn't notice how much nicer Eric was until they went solo. Until they broke up for a minute.
I think the
Then
thing
I
with
kinda realized it.
Eric and Parrish, like the way they approached the song was so different because Eric was so laid back. It wasn't really matching how everybody else from New York was sounding at the same time, so he sounded a little bit off. But that said, my shot would be Push a Ton, Push a T.
no, see, push it to
That is
you.
a definitely.
We can say one more?
Yeah, keep
No,
going.
5. Yeah.
We're going.
Go 5 more?
Yeah.
man.
4 more for
All
you
right,
now.
4 more? Okay. Back in the days, Method Man and Wu-Tang.
Oh, yeah, that's no question. No question. Don't even have to explain. That.
That's easy. I'll go with Prodigy.
That's a good one.
I'm actually surprised you didn't pick that first. That's what I expected
Yeah.
because that's why
That probably would have been my next
3,000.
one. Still. Yeah.
So I had 3,000 in my head.
Yeah, because that one he's on that album has made almost every list we did.
Yeah, it's a fact.
That's how great
For
that
me,
album
at
is.
least.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm gonna pick another Wu member, Raekwon.
Yes.
Great one. That's your favorite? Okay.
Just because I need to shoot myself some bail, I'm gonna buy some time with Lauryn Hill, El Boogie.
Good call.
Yeah, I'll take her.
Yeah, of course.
Can't argue that ever.
Because
Yeah, I can't argue that ever.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm good with that one. Good.
So,
Think some more now.
am I allowed to go with the firm as a group?
Ah!
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah, you can because they came out as a group.
Okay. Nice.
True.
See the black people, the technicality is the other man doing.
That's very good. That's very good.
Yeah, but you say yeah. Okay.
Fuck off.
So I'll say Ice Cube
Yeah.
by far.
Jeez, getting thin. Getting thin.
That's
right
three. That's three for me.
Now. Yeah. Going through them in my head right now. What am I thinking? Oh, CeeLo.
CeeLo.
Mob, yeah.
Okay.
Multifaceted, multi-talented.
Yeah. That makes my work a little difficult.
No, there's so many girls.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
They pop up in your head.
There's so
while you're
many.
thinking.
That's the
It's
problem.
hard to think
I'm
of.
gonna go with Master Ace. Juice Crew. Love
Which
Ace.
group? Which group?
Juice Crew.
Oh, you go with the juice crew? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the
Master
same
Ace.
as the firm.
Okay.
Basically, it's
That's
the
what I
same
call
type
Master
of
Ace.
style.
Master
Yeah.
Ace Incorporated. That's
As
it.
long as they made an album, you're good to go.
That's it.
So that means I can go with Coogee Rap.
Yes.
Cool G Rap.
Yeah.
Which is arguably a better choice.
I'm gonna go with what's it called?
No,
I'ma go with-
honestly, I wouldn't say so because
You're more
Master
Master
Ace albums still are good.
Yeah,
like,
but he's
you,
not
have you heard the
but he's
Marco
no Cool
Polo?
G Rap.
Nah, you gotta look at the whole.
They both good. They both good.
I'm not. They're both good. You can't really complain. But I'm saying right
Ace is
now,
ahead of his
nigga.
time.
One's a street man and one's a Master Ace.
Yeah. Master Ace is ahead of his time for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? In a
He's
lot
talented.
of ways. In a lot
and
of
he's
ways.
working with our Canadian boy
Hoopty
Marco
music and all
Polo.
that.
So
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna go with Q-Tip. That's just
Why didn't I think of that?
because I didn't actually love all of his solo work. So that's my problem. Yeah,
but yeah, big.
But
yeah.
as a group, he wasn't.
Yes,
too bad, too.
of course.
Yeah. I'm still
So what's that? That's four. That's four for me.
Anyway.
One more.
So yeah, we're on 4. I just had one. I lost it.
That's good stuff. Hopefully, I found it.
Where's the four? And I may need to go one more.
And it's rappers we're dealing with.
No, I don't care. Group. Okay, yeah, do rappers.
We said rappers.
Because then you
Yeah,
can say
because then we
anything.
can use singers for
You can
next
say
one.
Bob Marley.
In that case,
It's
I'm going cancon with Socrates. Big Black Lincoln. I'll take
Okay.
Socrates.
All right. I'm gonna come through because I was actually gonna use that one because of the last podcast.
Oh.
But
Group.
come use a Jim Screech from Junior Mafia. I'm gonna have to go Big Gie. Biggie.
Okay. Do that? They have to have an album?
They had an album.
They have to have an album.
The
Otherwise, they're just acting like a group. They're not official.
Okay, so that makes life harder.
It's Infinite's pick though.
Well, I'll
Oh,
go
I
with,
got my last
It's
one.
Infinite's pick.
yeah, your last one. Here's your last one.
My last one.
Infinite.
I thought about that, but I'm not gonna do that. You know?
Don't worry, we did it for you. We did it for you. Don't worry.
Yo, I'm gonna go with Bone Thugs.
Which one?
I'm gonna go with.
Crazy, I would say.
I'd say Lazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lazy too. Lazy probably had the more success, even though he might
Lazy?
have been the better rapper.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
Lazy. I'm gonna go with Lazy still.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them. Anyway, you can go with any one of them.
All of them are.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll
Especially
go
Lazy
with Elzai
Scene.
from Slum
Slum
Village.
Village.
Good
Yes.
call.
'Cause he's nasty.
That's a very
He's
good
disgusting,
call.
very
Although
much
he's
so.
still the same to this day.
But
But he's still tough. So in that same vein,
Aha.
Pharaoh Monch.
Which group was he in?
He was in Organized
That's
Confusion.
confusion.
Oh yeah.
From
The man that, you guys are fucking old, you know.
That's it. Okay.
My brother had that tape still.
Yes, you're old.
Same how your brother made you an older soul. That's how my brother was.
I
He's
still
like,
listen to In Vitro. Like that song.
Yeah.
I remember that tape.
Yeah.
I
Pharaoh's-
love that song.
He's another alien.
He's my like
That
one of my
means,
favorite.
how old is Pharaoh Monch, yo?
He's older, man.
He's older.
Because that was like 93,
Yeah, he's almost
92,
50.
them
He's
times.
almost
Yeah.
40, if not 50.
Yeah.
He's got to be, he's got like old like Jay-Z.
I
and
just thought of
them, man.
another one too. See, I couldn't think of one when I was
Now
on three,
I
but
got
it's
a
over. I
whole.
got 5. I got
This
2
is
more.
it.
Yeah,
I
me too.
will off of the, I jump on that same swinging through Black Thought.
See.
Oh, for sure.
Black Thought.
Next
I'm telling you,
alien.
Black Thought, Pharaoh, Doom are like my 3 favorite
Next alien.
all
again.
time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Black Thought.
Honorable
5?
mentions, anyone? Honorable mention. You feel free.
I'm good.
My honorable.
I said
anyone?
AZ. I said AZ from the
AZ.
firm.
Geechee Sway.
Most
Camp Low.
Def
Or
or Talib, whichever one you want. It's
Yeah.
good to go. Tough. Or what's his name there? Alcoholics.
J-Rod.
Okay.
Not
Tash.
J-Ro, Tash.
So,
Catastrophe.
Yeah, sure.
can you guys think of any new school? One
school
that
groups?
that
I would say Ferg.
Ferg.
ASAP
Yeah, I
Ferg,
love-
yeah.
You're
Yeah,
Ferg.
Fergie's back. Fergie's
Out of
back.
groups,
ASAP Rocky's up there for me too, actually.
I'd say Ferg out of those guys.
Yeah.
But I was going to say Kendrick or one of those guys, but they never put out an album. TDE. You know what I mean?
Why is new? Because groups don't really exist like they used to.
The only one I could think of out of my head right now that I could listen to out of a group, if I pick a member, is Quavo.
I was going
No, yeah, that's true.
I wasn't even talking
Quavo.
Yeah.
Offset is all right.
Offset's
Offset
nice
is
too.
all right.
Yeah, Offset's
My
nice.
boy there from makes pretty good music. Ray Sherman or Smurfit or how
Oh,
Sway Lee.
Sway Lee.
Sway Lee.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does make good music.
can
I was
rap. He
actually.
can make music.
I was on the slow boat for that because I didn't listen to it because it's like, why would I listen to it? And then
I probably didn't
I
listen to
jumped on it afterwards. I like, I gotta
those
change my
guys-
ears
Yeah.
because like
Oh, he makes good music.
he makes good music, and I
Yeah.
shouldn't just like throw it
But
to the
there's not
side
a-
just from where it's coming from. So
There's not
yeah.
a lot of groups
Not
though.
nowadays.
Joey Badass.
Yeah. Technically.
Did they put out a group album?
They put up there's a Pro album?
Yeah.
I feel like they did.
Maybe.
But
I
can't
could
remember.
even drew for Genius. Have you heard that?
Isn't some new?
Yeah.
Jizza?
Because
Yeah,
Liquid
Jizza.
Swords is like one of my
Yes.
favorite albums.
What's the name
That-
of
that's-
that group
that-
that they're in?
All time.
That would have been one of my next.
Yeah, Jizza's
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. That's dope. Good top 5 list for the
Top
band.
five, top five,
top
top
5,
five.
top
Yeah,
5.
yeah,
Sips,
yeah,
cameraman,
yeah.
you want to drop it? One. So okay, well, before I'm asking all the questions, do you guys have a question before I continue
No, go ahead.
up top? Divine Brown was on your first single,
Right.
right? How did that come about?
Divine was doing her thing, man.
Yes, she
I used to
was.
see her singing
Yeah.
at like Honey Jam and stuff.
Honey Jam.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Those are like concept days, right? So
Yeah.
Golden Boy suggested it. And we did it. So I linked up with her. I went over, checked her. I told her the concept. We're sitting in her house, and I'm like, okay, I want to express something. Like, I don't gotta get mine, you know? And she came up with this melody, and I'm like, what? That sounds tough. Like, dude, gotta get my melody. And then that's how it came about. I just told her the idea, and she turned it into a melody. What?
Where did the idea come from?
Just my
current situation
my
you're in?
heart. That's just
Yeah.
how I felt.
Yeah.
You know?
See.
Yeah.
See. So fast forward to present
Yeah.
days. Actually, before I ask you that, what's your writing process like? Because you are the first artist we've had on here
But he is a producer too.
and
so.
producer. But yeah, so you're definitely the first producer artist we've had on here
Yeah.
besides
Artist producer,
the
actually.
president.
Yeah, yeah.
president,
Yeah,
right? So your writing process. I want to focus a little bit on your
Right.
writing. How did you? What is that process like? How do you get in the zone? Blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
I have different ways that I go about it. Like if I hear a beat first, then I'll try to think of a way that a flow that's gonna suit that beat. You know what I'm saying? Or if I had a topic in my mind, I kind of would try to, like a storytelling thing will come, like, you know what I mean? Try to stay on the same topic that's considered storytelling, you know what I mean? So I mean, I'll jot down things that I want to put in that story, or like I said, things will come to mind while I'm listening to the beat, flow-wise. And while I'm doing a flow in my head, sometimes I record myself over the instrumental,
Yeah.
and I might get a 2 bars out of that.
Right.
I'll take those 2 bars and put it down
from
on
there.
paper.
And then you edit it down
Yeah.
a bunch of-
So do you are you an editor of your writtens, or do you like go back over and say okay no, or is it usually like once it's down it's down?
Nah, if it doesn't flow,
Right.
I'm changing it.
See.
Like
See.
if I'm spitting it on the paper and I'm like, nah, that part right here,
Yeah.
I'm switching that.
See,
Yeah, I switch that quick. You know, even in the studio, I've been in a position where I say something, I'm like, you know what, I don't like how that sounds. Let me
yeah.
say this instead,
Yeah.
and I'll switch it on the spot.
Do you go through? Because I know I go through this. I don't know if anybody else. When you wrote something to a beat, and then then you go to record it, and it doesn't sound the same way that you wrote.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, all the time. That happens a lot.
Yep.
You know what track that I wish I spit better?
Oh, you asked a good question I didn't even have in my head.
See
Go
that
ahead.
put it
Okay. 360 came out how I wanted it to come out. That's how I wrote it.
Perfectly the way you
Yeah.
wanted it. Right.
Take a Look came out, you know what I'm saying? Let's Be Friends
See.
bothers me sometimes because I'm like, yo, nah, I can spit better. And I'll be in the studio for hours trying to nah, that's not how it was supposed to come out. Like,
That's
you know
not
what I'm
how you
saying?
And
envisioned
meanwhile, the rest of the
Yeah.
band them are like, "What are you talking
Yeah,
about, bro?
you know
That's
what I
fine.
mean?
We beat."
Yeah. So if that happens, it happens. It happens.
See, so your production process now.
Yeah.
How does that work for you? I ask this question of every producer. How is the room set up? Is there a certain, do you like candles anymore? A little something there. You run your thing. How does that go?
You know what? I deal with it like it's a vibe. So if it's a thing where I'm waking up to go make beats, like I'm going to work, and I have it at a desk,
See.
and I'm just in my zone, and I'll just come up with either a melody, or I'll come up with drums first.
See.
Either. Sometimes it's on the vibe, like, you know what I'm saying? How I'm feeling at the time.
Right.
No, I don't like candles. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with lighting candles. Everybody does things their own way. But, you know, you just got to get in your own zone. Whatever gets you in that zone, that's you.
All right. Do you sample a lot or?
I try to be original,
Okay.
but I have sampled a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like being original because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, you have a clear sample and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I do use samples. Yeah, I use samples. I've used.
Yeah.
Do you play?
I
instrument?
played over samples.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I never took piano lessons.
Right.
But I find my way around the keyboard.
See. I
You know
gotta
what
start
I'm saying?
finding my way around the keyboard.
Like I like when you say that, it's the same thing that I attempted to do, but I'm not really that great at it. I put the sample in, build a beat, take the sample out, and try and refill in the beat,
Kofi was saying he likes to do that.
doing it that way.
That's a good way too.
You know, just
I
trying
did
to-
it that way too, actually.
You know, trying to see how much am I relying on the sample, or was the sample just there to give me the groove of what I wanted? Because even when you use a sample, all of us in here would chop it. We don't straight loop it anyway. So like after you're done chop it, you already created a new melody from that one. So you don't necessarily need the sample in there anymore. I yank that out and try and throw in my own stuff.
Right,
from there.
right.
So that's the motive on that. So
That's a fact. Sorry. Slight distraction. So we also know you did some acting.
Yeah.
How did that come about? I know you were in 50s, is it Get Rich or Die Trying? Was it that one?
No, 50s Reebok commercial. Yeah, the Reebok
Were you in the
commercial.
movie too?
he was
I feel like honestly, I feel like I was supposed to be in Get Rich with That Trying.
Yeah.
But at the time, whatever was going on at the time,
Yeah.
I didn't go for it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I seen Infrared. That's his name, right? From Jane. He played the Ja Rule type of
Character.
dude against 50 in the movie.
So you're saying
I
that
feel
should have
like
been yours?
I feel like that was my role.
those are your credits right there.
Yeah, I feel like that was my role. But you know, it's done. Everything happens for a reason. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts,
I got to do the commercial with him. I got to, you know.
So was that like an agency linked you up type thing?
Nah, my boy Jesse, he from Jamaica, Queens.
Okay.
And Yuli, he from Jamaica. That's his brother.
See.
They came to Toronto to film the commercial with 50, Donovan McNabb, Manuel Ramirez,
Serious.
and a few others. But what's the dude, the boxer's name? He was in it too. It was one of those commercials where 50 switches from playing
Oh, different
baseball
sports,
to
different sports. Was it Lennox?
boxing. Not Lennox.
Um,
Got his name. Nah.
it wasn't a heavyweight though. It
It was
like
he had a belt, but I forgot his
Roy
name.
Jones?
Nah, it wasn't Roy Jones.
I don't remember. Man.
Is it money?
Probably
We
not
could easily
Roy,
Google
man.
that after.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I actually want to watch that. The commercial must
Yeah.
be somewhere online.
But they came and they dropped in the city, and Maestro was with them too at the time,
Okay.
and showing them Criminal Mind video.
Seeing.
Yeah, and they're like, "Yo, that's my boy Inf. Yo, where's Inf? Call Inf right now," type of thing, you know. And I got on the phone. Me and Jesse and Yuli were on the phone saying, "Okay, casting time is such and such, and like tomorrow." I'm like, "Tomorrow? Okay, yeah, let's go, let's do this," you know.
Seeing.
So that's how it came about. I still went through the process to go to casting, and they end up picking me to do the role. Like, you know,
so you did have to audition.
I still had to
blah,
show
blah.
up and
Okay.
be fair.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they end up.
But they
picking
knew
me.
you were they're giving you the role. So to speak.
I
No?
guess so. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what happened on the other side.
I don't know what happened.
You came, you did your thing.
And you got the role.
Yeah.
Simple. Yeah.
So
Dope.
me, 50, Donovan McNabb, and the next dude, we were the team.
See.
You know, and then against some other dudes. You know.
Right.
So I mean, that was a sick experience, man.
Gotta be.
You know,
Because
50's
high
on your
budget,
team,
right?
and
No.
yeah.
Yeah. So I gotta
Sick.
ask, did you spit for 50?
I didn't spit for him because I didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? But there was a dude spitting for him though, and I was like, I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that guy,
You
man.
saw that guy get brushed.
Yeah,
probably.
me and 50 were having convos. Like
Right.
me, 50 was leaning on me and like,
See.
yeah, you know.
See.
But we weren't. I wasn't spitting for 50, trying to impress 50.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
you know.
right.
Which is probably a better impression to leave anyway.
Yeah, and then again, he's friends. He was actually friends with Jesse and Yuli. So that's another reason why I let it go through them before I even spoke to 50.
Seen.
You know what I'm saying?
Seen.
Yeah,
Did you do Drop the Beat too?
yeah.
Yeah. I can't find that
CBC.
nowhere online. I've been looking for that.
CBC, it's not on YouTube.
No, I've been looking. Well,
They probably took it off YouTube.
it's that, and it's
License.
because it's called Drop the Beat. There's so many things called Drop
Okay.
the Beat. So it's probably hard to find.
It's probably
that.
on it. I don't know.
It's gotta be there
You gotta
somewhere.
call one of your little internet younglings and get on the torrents, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Full
Put
force.
CBC, drop the beat, and it might
Yeah.
come up. You know what I'm saying?
That was a dope show. Also a
Yeah.
show that kind of was ahead of its time.
It was like the upcoming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got everybody involved.
I heard Mishi in an interview, and Mishi said that show helped bridge the gap between generations.
Yeah.
It's because you had the Mishis and the Maestros, and then you guys.
Yeah,
Concept,
the next generation.
Blah blah blah. Then after that, the Circles and the FOSs.
Yeah.
So all these three generations, quote unquote,
Yeah.
kind of were involved in that show,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it helped bridge and bring that
Exactly.
stuff together.
Yeah.
Which was a thing I didn't realize, but it's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
It's dope.
It's long enough in the past that you can't find it online, meaning that there's an opportunity to make it again.
That's a good point.
Full force.
Anybody in
That's a freebie. I just want 10 off the top.
That's a good point.
10 off the top. That's it.
So you still trying to act these days? Like you still want to
See,
do more?
acting is my long-term goal, actually.
See.
So, no doubt.
Yeah, that's
I
a
love-
retirement planner, so to speak.
Yeah, that's like one of my fun things to do.
See.
Like when you see yourself in another character on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Toki Williams story.
Yes.
You were in that.
Yes,
That's right.
yes, yes,
That's
yes,
right.
yes, yes.
That's right.
Yes.
In the piece, the scene of the
the
piece.
truce.
Yeah, the truce. That's
yeah,
right.
like
That's
so
right, that's right.
Tookie said call the truce. And then I took that and I initiated the truce.
Right,
Because he was talking to us from jail,
right.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx played Tookie.
Yeah. So after
Yeah?
yeah.
Which movie
You ever
is
seen
that?
that movie?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What's
That's
it called?
actually how I learned
Redemption.
of Tookie, to be honest with you.
Redemption, yeah?
Yeah.
Redemption, the Tookie Williams story.
Jamie Foxx was Tookie?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And
Jimmy Fox does everything.
Exactly.
Jamie Foxx actually met Tookie, went to go visit him and everything,
Yeah,
learn
those
his
guys, yeah.
posture.
And he did
body
it well,
language.
yo. You see
Yeah.
how he did Ray? He did Tookie almost
No,
the
he's
same
probably
type
the
of level.
best. He's probably
No.
the best actor when it comes to doing like
What do
Okay.
they call that? Method?
method acting. Yeah.
So you see how good we know him impersonating people?
Yeah.
So you could imagine how good he impersonated Tookie, because we don't know
Yeah,
Tookie like
exactly.
that, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So he probably did Tookie better than we thought.
Only from interviews or like little
A little snippet.
snippets
He sounds
I've seen
like
of
him when he
Tookie.
talks,
He
too.
sounds like him like crazy. So
My
he-
brother talked to Tookie on the phone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because Kane was taking care of Barbara. Actually, was Tookie's mom? Barbara McNell's mom. Barbara Bicknell. Barbara Bicknell is the girl that Tookie's best friend, the girl in the movie that goes visit him and stuff. Yeah, shout out to her, man. I love that lady, man. That, you know, she said she told me to tell my mom that she's my second mom. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was like that.
Yeah, it was like that.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So
how did that role come about, though? Did I ask you that? No.
So Kane again. Kane, he's in the film industry also.
Okay.
Yeah, and my little bro Aaron Meeks. Aaron acts on the show Soul Food. You know the show Soul Food?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The TV series. The little kid on the show.
Plays the son, the boy.
Yeah. So he was in the movie shooting Jamie Foxx in the movie. Yeah. So he played a blood in the movie. He actually had on that same pattern in the movie. Yeah. He actually had on that shirt you got on right now.
Oh man. That's the man who was saying back in the day, you're bleeding. Oh man, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So what's the? I mean, besides acting, what's the future plans, or what do you have coming out next?
Well, I'm in the process of completing these 2 videos. You know, sometimes things take time and whatever, but you want to make sure they're done right. Or you can't pull it back and do it over. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just go with your heart, and you know, that's how I do things anyway. So I look out for those. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the acting, you could probably look out for some acting just now. Like, look out for some stuff.
Seen.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So, do you have names for those singles?
Or is it still
on that?
Not Alone is one of them.
Not Alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one is like a bonus video.
See.
Yeah.
Definitely look out for that.
No doubt. Yeah.
Cool. Any questions?
No, that's I think no, I just want to hear some new shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Looking out for that new
The
stuff.
one thing over here, fans first.
Yeah.
So
we all do our stuff, but we're still big fans of the music,
especially Canadian. Me
Full
personally,
force.
anyway.
The
Home
cancon.
team first.
Home
No
team.
doubt.
So, any producers want to send you some rhythms, or any MCs want to ask you to drop a verse? Where do they reach you?
Okay, well, you got the social media. You got Instagram, Infinite, INFINITE_LD. Just send me a DM or whatever. Like, I got Twitter, Infinite_LDC. Or you can even send it to my email.
I know those ways.
Gotta get mine, 2737@gmail.com. All right, if you got any beats.
What I wanted to ask you, sorry to cut you off. The rap Stello, what does that mean? Where did that come from?
Okay, so it's actually Dap Stello.
Dap Stello.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all these years.
Yeah, so when me, Quadjo, and Dolo, and even Madlocks, rest in peace, Madlocks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We went on tour in '95, right? And while we're on tour and doing stuff, we were into the whole. Remember how Wu-Tang was into the whole Gambino and mafioso and all this stuff. So we had our own mafia names.
Scene.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot who was Mendez. I think it was Quadjo. But I was Dap Stello. We were young, you know what I mean? But that's what Dap Stello came from, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own mafia name when we were kids.
AKA.
Yeah.
Like when we were growing up, because we were notorious for loafing. I'm exposed to this guy. We were the loafed crew. Like, it was pure. He was bread man. Bread man. I was notorious bagel smalls. We were like, we would just loaf. Like, there would be so many different times there was opportunities, but we'd find a way not to do things. So we just loaf on everything. So
If you listen to the podcast, you'll hear the different millions of times we just shrugged off opportunity out of laziness.
It was a horrible thing. Like, what they say, youth is wasted on the young.
Exactly.
Facts.
Damn.
Dope. It was a dope interview. Thank you for coming through.
Okay, no
Definitely
doubt, man.
appreciate
Thank you for having me, bro.
No doubt.
I mean,
Anytime you want to
everybody.
reach back,
Yeah,
you're welcome for sure.
no doubt. Shout out Sibs, man. You know what I'm saying? We go way back, you know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Way-
people don't know. Infinite used to live around the corner from me back a little years ago. That's around the corner.
Yeah, that's how I met him, you know what I'm saying?
It's a joke.
It's a small world, man.
6 degrees of separation, as they say.
Yeah.
No homosexual Will Smith. All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
So Finn, you know how to do it. Where do you be found?
Hit us up, golderamusic on Instagram, golderamusic, the website. Get all the music. There's enough free music on there. There's vinyl on there, clothes, all of that.
Everything.
Follow me, MC DJ Finn, and on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Big Snooze.
SP Snooze on Instagram. I am still lazing about.
With everything else.
Everything else soon come, but
You don't necessarily need all of that.
Yeah.
Slang Hue everywhere. Everything you can think of, I'm probably on it. All MySpace, I still have it. It's there.
Hit us up for the beats.
Yes, especially the beat. Sibs!
Follow Sibs Rock on
Yeah.
everything. SIBBS ROC. That man have rhythm. I'm telling you. There's about like a good 1,000 rhythms in this room right now.
Yeah.
At least 1,000 good
No.
ones.
No.
At least 1,000 good ones. So it's the Lab Chronicles. It's another episode. Appreciate the tuning. And we out!
Rexdale.
Peace.